What truly makes you feel fulfilled? Michael Lynch with the Growth Network. Welcome back to our series, our book review series, that is really an important part of our community. The books that we review here relate to growth, continuous learning, becoming a better person, creating value in life, helping others. The book this week that we're talking about is called Worthy by Jamie Kern Lima. It's all about how we can feel worthy about ourselves in life with all the different things that come at us and can at times make us feel unworthy. I think the first point I want to bring up was she spent time talking about self-worth and self-confidence. Self-worth it's kind of innate. It's something you feel inside of you. It's part of your DNA. There's a lot of things that go into building it up, having a sense of purpose and knowing your calling in life, just really feeling good that you're on the right track, you're doing the right thing, and how self-worth is different than self-confidence, where that's more vulnerable to your circumstances and emotions. It can go up and down a little bit more. And just she had a nice little chart you could kind of plot in where you stand on rating your self-worth and your self-confidence. And it was just it was an interesting part. She said these are two components that really go deeply into whether you have a fulfilling life or not. So be thinking about that. Self-worth, self-confidence. If you read the book, which I strongly recommend, she gets at that early on. A second area that I thought was really interesting was dealing with rejection. We all deal with it. It can bring us down. It can affect our psyche. It can make us timid in regard to kind of living our life fully. And we can get rejected in a variety of ways. So her advice is it's not that you're going to avoid this, but she had some really interesting things that she's conditioned herself that she shared that I thought were pretty amazing. One of them was, she uses a phrase, rejection is God's protection. And with all of the things she touches on in this book, it takes a little bit of depth and reflection to think through this. But when you are rejected, she had made up her mind that that was just a signal that she was being protected from something she wasn't meant to have in her life. Another one, probably my favorite reaction that she had was, my creator hid value to the person who rejected you because they are not assigned to my destiny. That is as healthy a reply to rejection as I've ever heard. And I hope it's something, these are all not one size fits all, but I thought she had some great ideas. And that's another one to where, I've had people come and go in my life. And for those who have went, when she said that, I was like, wow, they may not have been, in spite of being good people, they may not have been part of this destiny, this journey that I am on. Another one, I'm one of the brave ones willing to go for it. If you get rejected in something new that you're trying out, be it a business, a job, a hobby, a new relationship, the fact that you're trying something new and being brave about it can open you up to rejection. But she had a nice way of balancing that. The other thing she talked a lot about too, not too far distant from rejection, is self-doubt. And she made an interesting point. Again, this has a faith-based component to it. She said, self-doubt means you have doubt in God's plan for you. And that's another one of those reflective things. We are not professing a way to think here, but she was as the book went on, you saw that she was a very spiritual person, and it put a lot of her faith into God's hands. And it helped her in dealing with self-doubt because she felt that God has a plan for me, and that she wasn't willing to accept that God was doubting her. She was empowered by what God was doing for her in her life. And she said, self-doubt kills more dreams than anything else. So that's an important area. The whole book was full of, she's an incredible communicator. She's lived a very interesting life. She shares things so well. And I just couldn't recommend this book enough because of the opportunity to grow and deal with this issue of that we all consider. Am I worthy? Am I good enough? In closing, please go to growthnetwork.org. Start dreaming here. Click that button. Receive the gift of our guide on setting up a vision board. This whole idea of you living out the life you are intended to live. You can start by downloading this guide that we've created. The other thing too is I'm getting kind of off track here. Let's start. One of the things she talked about was read a book, share it with others. I'm in a situation now where I do my books on Audible, so it's not easy. But what's funny? I have books here that they just get transported from one place I live to the next. And I would love to start sharing books that I have, and I will publish a list at some point with my books. But please read a great book and share it with somebody else. That was another one of our ideas that I meant to get that in. So go to growthnetwork.org, start dreaming here, get your vision board, and also, by the way, please click the subscribe button. Would love to have you subscribe to these updates that will let you know about everything going on in the Growth Network. May God bless you, love you all, and look forward to connecting with you very soon.